welcome to our channel with the GraceNotesStitchers. I'm Corinne.
I'm Colleen.
And we're coming to you from
Allentown area?
I don't even know what
Our
I was
basement.
about to say. Our basement, yeah. We have a finished basement that is kind of, I'm not going to say it's our workshop, but it's where we cut and serve all the fabric. It's where we package all the fabric. So it's fully finished down here. It's just another room in the house. But it's where we come for privacy when we want to film Flosstube, because we don't have to worry about what anyone else in the family is doing. And I do apologize if you hear the water heater running. My daughter is upstairs taking a shower, so we will try to speak loudly. Right?
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Should we start with our what's new and exciting news?
Yes.
It's your announcement to make.
I am working for GraceNotesFabrics, so we'll be more regular because I'll have stitching time.
Yep, she's going to start stitching more. We had a stitchy hangout yesterday. So today was her first official day working with Grace Notes. How was it?
Quite something, but it wasn't bad. I liked it.
Was it hard?
No. No. I got to sit on my butt.
You what?
I got to sit on my butt.
Yeah, you got to sit on your butt.
Yeah.
It's time consuming, not hard, physically hard. Like the dyeing part, that is physically hard, but the rest of it, it's like you don't really have time to go do something else. But if we have our stitching there, there's a possibility of like us taking turns, but I don't think it's going to happen much during the day. But we were done with work before, but around 5 today. So you went to the gym, I made dinner, so we'll have a better life.
Yeah.
Better quality of life. We'll go that way. But yesterday was my birthday, so it was very fun. One of the girls at our stitchy group brought cupcakes, so that was really sweet. But while we were there, we also realized it was our 1-year anniversary of our stitchy group. And so if you're in the Lehigh Valley area of Pennsylvania, we have a sit and stitch the last Sunday of every month. It is not closed. Anybody who wants to come can come. And if you want more information on that, you can just join our, it's not like sponsored by Grace Notes, we just go. I mean, we helped start it, but I put the event in our Grace Notes group because everybody who comes stays in our Facebook group, and then I can make it an event and remind us like it's this week, because you know, the only time we really had to change so far was Easter we called off, and then Memorial Day, that weekend we did a week early. But other than that, we've been pretty regular. So anyway, back to why I'm telling you about my birthday. It was a good day. My middle daughter, she knows what I like. Like I've always said she's very good at buying gifts for people. All people, like she just has a knack for it. I know that there are just some people who can do it better than others. So the very first gift I got. Yep. I wanted to take this thing to Stitchy group, but I was like, it's not going to fit in my bag. But I got a gigantic sloth. I didn't even look to see if it has a name. Dangler. We're changing that name. It's probably Slothy number 12 because I have a lot of sloths. But anyway, this now goes in my old stitchy spot since I moved out of my recliner. So it's there to freak her out when she comes down at 1 in the morning to make dinner. Yes, she's nocturnal. My daughter is. And then the other gift I opened from the same daughter was a purse. A strawberry shortcake purse. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Whoops, the charm. I told her I could make this into like floss ring bling, and she's like, no. It belongs in the purse. But my husband says, if I knew all I had to do was buy gifts for a teenager, I'd have shopped really easily for you. I don't know. But anyway, I that wasn't all I got, but from her it is. So, yeah. I was just, those are unique gifts. So that was my haul. That was my haul. Even somebody at Stitchy Group brought me a gift. Oh, so sweet. So sweet. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Oh, confession time. So last video, I kept saying to you, I think I showed this to you before. I might have shown this to you. Colleen and I actually made a video at the beginning of May, fully intending to do little blurbs throughout the month,
Right.
because we were doing Maypole. We did one.
Yeah.
We did one. And so we started it without ending it. It was like 7 minutes long. That's where those projects were that I said to you, I feel like I've shown these before, but I don't remember. So you did not see them. That makes me feel a lot better, but also shows you where my bad memory is. All right, we're gonna start with probably my most favorite project right now. I'm working on this right now.
Your cover photo's right on there.
My cover photo is right on here. So you're gonna straighten it. My friend sent me this. Isn't that the coolest little thing? She gave me that, and then I'll show you the other thing she gave me. And I think I'm at 11 or 12,000 stitches for this so far. And I started this June 1st. So this is Making Finery by Heaven and Earth Designs. I'm pretty sure it's like a one-off by Michelle Sayeda. I just can't get enough of this piece. I know I showed it last month, but I just cannot get enough of it. So what I've been doing, and I'm making really, really good progress, is I work on it 0.5%, and then I move on to the next thing that's either a monthly goal or a Whipgo call. And then I go back and do another 0.5% on this. Kind of like how my dear friend Hannah spins her wheel. And then she works on her wedding piece, and then she spins a wheel and then works on a wedding piece. It's kind of where I got the idea. And then it says I should finish this in under 2 years if I keep up this pace. So that might be like a new way of doing things. Whipgo, of course, is falling by the wayside a little bit. I mean, I still got like 2 or 3 of my Whipgo calls done. But this is also really, really cool. So back when I ordered all my needle organizers and stuff from Heaven and Earth, I ordered these. I didn't know why I ordered these, but they're pink. Well, they were orchid, but they're also roses, which is my birth flower. And I just knew I had to have these. Yeah, I know. I have a problem, I admit. Well, there's 90 of them. Not many of my projects have like 90 threads. They're either way above or way below. Well, wouldn't you know, this project here, Making Finery, has 89 threads. So I was like, oh my gosh, I have the perfect thing. But look what Janet made me. Something to go on my floss. So I have that right here. Yeah, she surprised me with a card with some little things in there. And yes, I was really happy about that. The only thing I went through, because these are numbered 1 through 90, I printed off my DMC list and I labeled them 1 through 90. It's kind of getting old, because when Pattern Keeper tells me DMC 312 or whatever, I have to go, oh, 318, number 13. Then I have to go over and find number 13. So I haven't decided if I want to like put stickers on, like on the back, because it's painted wood. I don't know if it's going to stay or if it's going to ruin my wood. Yeah. Anyway, enough about Making Finery, even though I can't say enough about Making Finery. Again, this is one I know that I think it was not shown. I can't remember. I finished all of this with Castle Homecoming. That was a Whipgo call. If I put it over there, we're not getting out. We're blocked in by hanging racks and hangers and my serger on my side.
And the wall, but we can get out that wall.
Yes, you can get out that wall. And then this is Pomegranate Lace by Works by ABC. And this is on my Jody fabric that I got at StitchCon our first year. And I think these are the 2 that I missed showing you from May, because they were on the video that I'm now going to delete. I was like, I'm going to hold on to it because maybe we'll decide to put it at the end of it and stuff. I was like, no, I don't want to put it at the end. If you're wondering what this project bag is, it's one of Tula Pink's vinyl. So some of them are really big, some are not so big, and I don't want to, I have the zipper stuck. There we go. Sorry. It's a very nice zipper too. Sturdy. All right. Coffee House by Nora Corbett. This is done on hazelnut creme by GraceNotesFabrics. Ooh.
Hazelnut creme.
Mhm.
I've never heard of that one.
You haven't?
No. Was
Hey,
it
look.
Fabric of the Month?
It was Fabric of the Month. That's
I like
hazelnut
it.
creme. Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
Should we double check? Yes.
Mm.
So there it is. I love
That's by Nora
this.
Corbett?
Yeah.
Oh,
She has a whole series.
gotcha.
It's the Nora Corbett series. Oh, it's
Right.
Holiday Village. That makes so much more sense. I was wondering why there was a horse-drawn carriage in front of it. You know, leave it to me to not look at that. All right, so I was having Mr. Grace Notes help me like decide what project I'm going to work on next. I always send him at the beginning of the month with all my Whipgo calls. I send him all the photos all at once so he can just look through them. And I'm like, what do you want me to work on first? Excuse me for a second. I do not want to misplace my thread so that it's not in the right project bag. And he kept looking at this one. Every time I say, okay, pick another one, he's like, I don't like that one. I don't like that one. Well, it's because it's a long dog sampler. And you all know, most of you, long dog samplers are black and white because you get to pick your colors. So finally, one day, I showed him my,
Do different?
yeah, this is Do Different by Long Dog Samplers. But I showed him my last photo on my phone. And he's like, oh, I love that one. Work on that one. I was like, oh, silly man, silly man. So I got 1,000 stitches into this. Probably a little more. No, I don't know. But
I like the contrast.
I think, yeah, I got all the way to the right. And I've now hit the top. So now I get to come over. I'm going to come over this way next year. Yeah, I'm kind of done for the year with this because, as many of you know, I have a lot of whips.
74.
Yeah, we actually talked about that yesterday. And I was the high number of the group, and I'm like, that's where you don't want to have the most. Like,
I think
I have the most jelly beans. Yay! I have the most whips.
Yeah. I might have about half of that. If it's like 35, I don't know.
I think you should make a list. Don't you think?
Photos too.
Yeah, you should go through your cover photos. That's actually how I count mine, by the way.
Just one album, and you're like, oh, there you go.
Oh, well, that's a project bag for Long Dog Samplers. This is the project bag for Amazing Grace. So guess what? I'm actually going to show you the cover photo at the same time for once. This is Tilton Crafts, and does it have the artist right here? I think it's Judith. Yes, it is Judith Gibson. This is the one I'm selling with Hannah Dowling. So this has been a focus piece. I chose it as a focus piece. I foolishly thought that there was a chance I could finish it by the end of this year. Now, keep in mind, I thought I could do 2,000 stitches a month, so I'd have 24,000 stitches, and I could finish it by the end of the year. Well, guess what? I think I need 80,000 stitches in it. I'm 20% of the way. So I'm pleased with my progress. I'm not going to say I'm not. I'm very pleased with the progress. I'm pleased with how it's looking, and I've been doing 2,000 stitches every month, and I'm going to continue to do that until making Finery is finished. And then this will become my new, I think, 0.5% or 1%. Depends on. So for 0.5% of that piece, it turns out to be like 1,500 to 1,600 stitches. depending on like where I left off the last time, because sometimes I do like 0.52, sometimes I do 0.53, you know, depends, because I always go to the 100. But I'm really pleased. We're like into this bookshelf now, and I'm thinking it's looking really, really good. What?
Puppy.
Oh, you're looking for the dog?
She's
coming up here. This is another one. I'm pretty pleased with my progress. I have actually been keeping up with this. This is a mystery house, so I have no cover photo to show you. This is As You Wish. Every month. Olivia and Lee Studios, I did remember. And this month was The Gatekeeper over here. And it says, oh, you mean this gate key? And yeah. So July, August, September, we don't know which one, but 3 months left and I'm done with this. So then I guess I'll have to see if I can get caught up on another stitch along when I get that far. But I've been staying current on that. Of course, we have our Main Street sale that's getting ready to start, because I just finished my
North Pole.
June. Welcome to the North Pole. I couldn't think of the month. That was this down here. I know I kept saying I was going to change Santa. I just kept looking at it. I'm like, I don't know what I want to do. Just nothing came to mind. So I was like, I'm just doing it. It's fine. So I have next month to do page 12. And this is done. So this has been an exciting piece to work on. I left the cover photo upstairs for this. This is Christmas at Hawker and Hollow. I'm spending my time right now taking the paper pattern and putting it through our pattern program to make it Pattern Keeper compatible. It's not a digital pattern, so you can't just run it through. I have to put it in symbol by symbol. So it's not like something I can be like, oh yeah, you can get it here, or this is the way you do it. This is one stitch at a time. I'm putting the stitches into the laptop. But I have the first day and the fourth day done because I'm trying to get down to, this is the center. So I want to go down one more, and then I can move over to the middle to where I'm actually stitching, because I will bring it into Pattern Keeper incomplete. But I need to make sure this is all lined up and correct, so I'm not gonna like skip over. But yeah, I'll bring it in incomplete just so that I can do this, and then I can still work on. Then I can move up to this square, so which means I'll have to like start moving over with my charting. But Paris is down here between my whips. She is definitely a something kind of dog. Oh, see, this is another one of those Tula Pink. This is a smaller one, because I have a cover photo in here of this too. This is the Princess Bride Mandala. This is by Atomic Tiki Pins on Etsy. So this is turning out a lot bigger than I thought. It's 346 stitches by 344. I mean, that's a decent sized project. Oh yeah. I was trying to figure out what that was. Is that the dog at the top of the stairs talking? I think it is. So Lauren's her person most of the time, and she's the one in the shower, so that is her. So I'm her second person, so I brought her down here, but she didn't want to be down here with us, so she is sitting at the top of the stairs like moaning. She sounds human. Anyway, I digress. Here is Princess Bride Mandala. So I think I had this one already done, but I did this, all of this, and all of that. So we're going to finish up the hat, and then I think I'm going to just do everything that is not in those ovals that you see, that you saw in the cover photo, and then I'm going to come over here and finish these billows, and the billows done, I'm sorry, the six-fingered man's hand, and then I'll get that, there's a flower over here, so I'll do that, So everything you can see with where my scroll rods are is what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to move them so I can get to the top. Okay, now she took over the whole area. Okay. You want to show yours while I drink a few sips of caffeine?
Sure. I have one whip. Big surprise.
That's why I went ahead and did all mine.
Oh, that's all?
Mm-hmm. Except that I might have it finished.
Oh, yeah. We aren't supposed to say anything yet.
But see, that's why this 0.5% has brought my number of whips in a month way down. Because I keep going back to
that was
this.
a lot of whips. Compared to one? Yeah. Okay, maybe I can like stick. Yeah, I'll do it. Boop.
I'm going to just quick do a little number counting in my head while she's doing that.
Alright, good. It is a for Quaker. I have worked to put the leaves in, put these, I'm calling them butterflies. I think they're bees, but they're butterflies to me. So little spots. I put those in.
Is she not my daughter?
I started the bottom alphabet. Once I get to the S, I'll change it to the pink. And up here, I'll change out the C and the E to pink as well. And then the trails. And I'm gonna have this finished before she has hers finished. So.
That is my next project though that's going to sit and stitch.
That's a month away.
I know.
I got time. I will finish it.
Well, yeah, because her work. Did your work exhaust you today?
I'm still tired. I did drive.
And you went to the gym.
Yes. And I walked on the treadmill for an hour.
So, I mean, there were other things that tired you.
Yeah.
I'm going to be up early tomorrow.
Yeah.
My car is in the shop. Fun stuff. So, yeah, she had to chauffeur me places today.
Pink.
Yes.
Put it in the bottom. Put everything on top.
I did. So, this is Pearls and Roses, designed by GraceNotesStitchers, or better known as Colleen.
Yay.
Hopefully we have it finished, and we have a cover photo. Maybe we should have sent that to my sister. Oh well. Sorry, she squeaked. The dog squeaked. So yeah, there's pearls.
Like a pearl
My
necklace.
birthstone. Yep, and the little clasps she put in, and then so it's twofold. Not just the purple, my favorite color, but purple is the alexandrite. So pearls are the precious stone. Alexandrite is the semi-precious, and alexandrite is purple. So we made the rose purple in honor of the alexandrite. So
might see a theme going on.
yeah, and I know it seems small to some of you, but it took me a year to stitch this. But
And it's completely filled.
it is completely filled.
Yeah.
And to be fair, the only place I really worked on this was
Sit
sit and stitch. So, you know, being consistent gets you finishes. No matter what they.
I'm gonna get a finish.
Working on the same project all the time also gets you a finish. You are correct. All right. So, fabric of the month. I have 2 months to show you because I just didn't show you.
What'd you get? Bye.
This is Easter month. Was that March or April? April. In April, do you feel that that's that stuff we like? It's the, yeah, 36 count fiber flare. That's it. I got my 32 count Jovelin and Robin's Egg.
Look how beautiful it is. Look at the little.
Even in the Jovelin, you can see the greens.
Yeah, you can definitely see the greens in there. So pretty.
That turned out so neat. I was very, very pleased with that. And then we've got to watch some floss tubes because we ran a contest. We're running a contest, kind of sorts.
Oh, we are.
We are going to do a giveaway to some floss tube channels. There are some parameters, and we're going to choose them, one for each fabric type, one combo, one neutral, and one color. Kind of how Black Needle Society does with their boxes. They're who gave me the idea.
This is called Spring Bee.
Spring Breeze, and that is my fiber flare. 36 count. It's kind of like Jovelin, but what do they call them? Not sponsors, ambassadors. Who else is the ambassador? Happy Planner is where I first heard about it.
Happy Planner. Huh.
Rose Petals was the color of the month for. it's 9:30 at night. This is Jovelin.
Oh.
It's Jovelin's longer than.
Okay.
I think it's like that much longer. June. This was June. Rose Petals. That was the color of the month.
Pretty.
Yeah, I was pretty pleased with that one too. Of course, I guess I'm mostly pleased with them, or I wouldn't be sending them out. I guess there's that. But I like how it has like the little white spots in it, white areas. They're like floral looking and not like blotches. And this is Greystone. Now, it did turn out a little bit different on this. This is also Fiber Flare. No, it's Fiber Flare. But it's 36 count, so it's similar. But I love like these big gray areas. And we got a lot of positive feedback. So that was good. Some positive feedback on this color. I think we have closed. Let's talk about the retreat for a moment.
Okay.
What have we been doing? Today we went to Hobby Lobby and got most of the DMC we needed. We had a few more sign-ups for our Main Street Sal, so I just had a few more I had to kit up. So we went to Hobby Lobby, got some DMC. I have the week's one order. Goodness gracious. I've been, of course, writing down what I need to dye next week with Main Street. And then there was something that I was thinking of that made me even bring it up. Oh, pre-orders. I had asked y'all, not you all, but in our retreat group, I was taking pre-orders for fabrics that we could take to bring them to retreat, because we can't guarantee we'll have every color. Like, we're not going to have every color in every type of fabric. But, like, I'm a Jovelin person, and I'd be getting to the retreat, and there'd be, like, a Jovelin section like this big. So 2 people did pre-order some good amounts of Jovelin, so that they're going to get exactly what they want. They can still look, see what else I have, but at least they know they're not hoping that we have those colors there. But we're closing our pre-orders because we've got a lot to dye now, like a lot. What else have we been doing for the retreat? I just ordered our needles so that we can finish putting together your lacing class.
We've been putting that together.
Today we were just organizing fabrics, filling up our bins from the small bins. I know it sounds funny, but yeah, we're just kind of keeping things straight. All right, anything else? So I have a piece of some old haul to show you, just because I never did show you, and I'm finding it to be invaluable. It did cost, I think, around $200, maybe a little more. So it's not the cheapest thing, and it is not on her website at the moment. I do know that. But now I know you're going to see the mess of threads here. These are made by hand in Poland. I'm pretty sure it's laser etched, but every number of DMC is on this one. So she makes several different kinds. They sell them through Heaven and Earth, and but this one has every DMC color. So whenever I finish, like I'm working on making Finery, I finish my section with this color, like let's say color 414, and I still have it on my needle. So instead of taking the time to take it off, put it back on my floss drops, I just put it in here. And each of these little holes are magnetized. I left some of these hanging so you can see what they look like. Michelle actually has a video to show you how to use the little tool. The lady gives you a nice little Celtic knot tool. But the threads do slide down into here. And I just do it when I'm done with that particular project and moving on to the next one. Just because these threads sticking out don't bother me while I'm stitching. But I did hide most of them so that they didn't bother you all.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what the back looks like. So I have a pink, I call it like a pop-up box. It's one of those that are that canvas, but they fold down. Can you hold this for a moment? And because I didn't know how to make that usable. I'm not going to leave that flat on my couch. So my husband and a friend suggested a book stand. So I take this book stand and I set that right onto the ledge. I sit next to my husband when I'm stitching. And he kept telling me he's going to stab himself with my needle sticking out.
But they're magnets in there, so they won't fall out.
No, but he kept thinking, he's like, I'm going to hit them. I'm going to hurt myself. So we got the pink box, that little pink pop-up box. And then I set this in it. And then because it's tilted and slanted, I have my ort jar standing behind it, which is cool because without looking, you know, just how you two-hand stitch, I take my orts and I just reach around it and drop it down in because I can feel it.
Mm-hmm.
And then in front of it, because this is not in the way, this is something actually on our website called the Stash and Store. And they have we have two sizes, and I have the smaller one that I keep in my travel bag. So anyway, I have this. And if I'm doing paper pattern, I'll put my highlighter in here. I have my pen. Yes, this is my friend made me this one. This is another stylus pen so that I can use on my Kindle. So I just have this sitting like right there. If I have a box of candy, I happen to like hot tamales, and
This goes in there.
oh, that goes in there too. I like hot tamales and Good and Plenty's, and they last me a good long while, one box. So that'll be standing up in the front of the box too sometimes. And the remote control if I'm
Watching TV.
yes, because if the remote doesn't get put in there, somebody changes the channel, and that's a four-legged someone that we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'll put that in that little box too, just to keep it out of the way. Upcoming
Work.
We're working. I did make a plan. I have things laid out. I've been making us a list of what we need to accomplish tomorrow, and yeah, we're just looking forward to seeing how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still our dyer, like, so colors aren't going to change. The one thing that will change a little bit is just that she'll have more input in the color stage. I mean, my youngest always had input, and she was good at it. She'd be like, Mom, that looks too much like such and such, so I'd have to start over again, like fabric of the month. Colleen doesn't even know what some of our fabric of the month are. Evidently, since she didn't know hazelnut creme.
I was handling some fabrics, so some names were refreshers.
Yes.
Some I would just tell you about.
That's good. Yeah, she was cataloging some of what we had today, so
Here in the store behind them.
yeah, so that was actually good. And so yeah, my youngest was good at that, but Colleen will help me, like, okay,
Pick recipes.
that's good, but you know, if I think I'll be like, oh, this is so much like such and such. She will be good at saying, hey, let's add some red to it, or let's add purple to it, or let's add green to it.
Yeah.
So she'll do more of that, whereas my youngest is like, she just didn't care. She was like, okay, it's yours. Yeah. She's like, it's your thing. It's not mine. And I'm like, okay, you're so good at this, but you don't want to make it yours. Like,
Yeah.
she never wanted to take credit. But I'll tell you, she was so amazing. So amazing. And yes. So Colleen has some big shoes to fill, but she's going to fill them differently, and we know that.
And
in a
because
different
her
way.
feet are big.
Yeah, your feet are bigger than... No.
I think that's it.
You're about the same.
That's it.
But Colleen's going to have different roles. Like, she's going to do more than Lauren did. So she's going to be do some of our admin. So you'll see her posting some things in some of our groups. And answering emails from time to time. And upcoming in your stitchy plans is finishing
that, and then I have 4 or 5 projects that when I drop doing the maypole, I do have some that I'll work on those. Maybe I'm not gonna split. I have more stitching time, so maybe I'll rotate them. But I want to pick one to become my favorite, and just like want to keep going back to it after if I reach a goal or something. So,
That's a good idea. I'm obviously going to do 5%, or I say 5? 0.5%. On making Finery. So instead of a birthday start, I decided I was going to do 24 hours on making Finery. I have done about 5 of that 24 hours. So I think I'm changing that to doing 100, like 1 whole percent. Because if it's going to take, we're working.
A birthday finish.
I did have a birthday finish. So it's going to take, with work and stuff, I don't stay up past midnight anymore. So to get 24 hours in that, I thought I'd stitch all day Friday and Saturday, and that didn't happen. So, I mean, I did, but I had to finish this. This took me like 4 or 5 days. So we'll see where I go with that. And then I gotta see what the Whipgo calls are. I have no idea. I didn't even look to see what the numbers are. So obviously, I did not even go look to see what was on my board. So, all right. I think we are done. And I know that Twyla would like to get out of here. So we're going to say goodbye. Happy stitching!